One question I get asked a lot is what's better, an air floor or an aluminium floor? And there isn't really a clear answer on this. So I thought I would just list the different pros and cons for each, um, and then you can make your own mind up. So let's get started with air floor. The pros of an air floor are lightweight and portable. The air floor boat is usually a fair bit lighter than the aluminium floor equivalent. This makes it easier to lift, transport, and launch into the water. Compact storage. When the airfloor boat is rolled up, it requires less space overall um, compared to the aluminium floor. You've got the extra slats and the runners, etc., to store away. So an airfloor requires less overall space to store the whole boat. Shock absorption. Airfloor boats provide a bit of cushioning under your feet and can act as a bit of a shock absorber to help smoothen the ride on slightly choppier waters. Quick setup. The airfloor boats are overall faster to set up. Um, Once you've done inflating the tubes and the floor, you're pretty much done. With the aluminium floor, you've got the extra process of slotting in all the slats and connecting everything together. That can add a good 15 minutes to the overall time to set up the boat. Budget friendly. The airfloor models of your particular chosen brand of boat um, tend to be slightly cheaper overall than the aluminium floor option. Now let's move on to the cons of an airfloor boat. Lack of rigidity. Air floors may lack the rigidity of an aluminium floor boat. Um, this can slightly affect stability and performance, especially under heavy loads. Vulnerable to punctures. This is probably the biggest drawback to an air floor. They are obviously susceptible to punctures and damage from sharp objects. You've got to take extra care, and you may need to patch punctures in the floor if you do happen to get a puncture. Limited weight capacity. Air floor boats may have a lower weight capacity. This could restrict the amount of gear or passengers that you're aiming to carry on board. Durability concerns. While modern materials offer great durability, um, air floors will still be less durable overall in the long run than an aluminium floor would be. Okay, let's move on to the aluminium floor option. The first pro is superior rigidity. Aluminium floorboards provide excellent stability and rigidity. Um, this gives you a solid platform for various activities, especially fishing. This is ideal. Enhanced durability. Aluminium floors are highly durable and resistant to damage from impacts, abrasions, and sharp objects, especially hooks. Higher weight capacity. They typically have a higher weight capacity than the air floor counterpart, allowing for heavier loads and more passengers, more gear, etc. Versatility. Aluminium floors offer support for different attachments of various accessories. This can enhance the functionality and versatility of your boat. Better performance. Aluminium floorboard option often slightly outperforms the airfloor option, especially in rough waters. This is due to the increased stability and rigidity. Okay, the cons of the aluminium floor. They are heavier and bulkier. Um, Aluminium floor inflatable boats are, yeah, heavier overall. The extra weight from all the slats and the runners, etc., um, makes it slightly heavier and a bit more challenging to transport and store. Setup complexity. Assembling the aluminium floorboards can be a bit more time consuming and labor intensive compared to the air floor. Yeah, it'll just take slightly longer to set the whole thing up. And higher cost. Like I said, the aluminium floor option boats tend to have a higher price tag than the air floor counterparts. So yeah, those are basically the different reasons, pros and cons, etc., for air floor versus aluminium floor. Um, yeah, each one has its pros and cons. Depends on the preferences and the needs that you're requiring, what you prioritize above other things. Yeah, for instance, if you are planning to keep your boat on a trailer the whole time and you launch into the water from a trailer, then yeah, the heavier aluminium floor option is definitely the way to go. Or if you really value storage, if you want to roll the whole thing up and keep it stored away in as tight a space as possible, then the air floor will be your choice for that. So I hope you found this information useful. And yeah, above all, I hope it helps you to decide and make a decision between choosing the air floor or the aluminium floor when you're about to buy your own inflatable boat.